All right, let's talk about head movement now. Slip bag, everyone knows about the slip bag, really called a maize bag, M-A-I-Z-E, because they used to be filled with cornmeal. Maize bag, but how to move. These are the slip ropes. And what you do is basically set them up in the ring. You can also put it between any two fixed points, right? But the right height for them should be like right around your shoulder. You don't want much lower than that. And basically what it's gonna do is it's gonna teach you how to not only slip and move your head, but also how to move your shoulders and also how to do that while moving. Because it's a really simple tool. So the way we'll start off with it is we'll go forward first. So if I'm here, right, if you notice, when I move my head, I'm not bending down and doing this. See my legs? What I'm doing is I'm sitting in the chair, right? So I'm here, I'm gonna actually move by bending my legs down, sitting in the chair, and then popping my head up, okay? Now, in a microcosm, just standing static and doing that, that's okay, that's good, right? You can move, right, and do that, that's fine. But you want to be able to do this and move, like Joe Frazier used to do. Okay, he used to do this. Mike Tyson had a peekaboo style, it was a little bit different, but same kind of concept. So we'll start off moving forward. So all we're going to do is basically start off, I always like to start off with it on my left shoulder. And all we're going to do is, it's kind of a step and slide, right? Step, slide, step and slide, step and slide, step and slide. So if I'm coming forward on the rope, I'm here, right? Notice that I'm never taking my eyes off of the opposite corner. So I'm not looking down and doing this, and I'm maintaining hand position more or less. Now, is it important that I do it like this? That I carry my hands like this? Head movement is the defensive movement. So in other words, when you practice slipping, or when you practice, doing those kinds of evasive movement, that is the defensive movement. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit redundant and having your hands obviously where they should be, up near your head, but it's not necessarily, it's not necessarily important to keep your hands glued to your head while you're doing it, right? As long as you're moving your head, that is the thing that you're supposed to be doing to evade the punches. That also allows you to later be able to move your head and hit while you're moving your head. So that's true counterpunching, right? True counterpunching is the person who's trying to attack you, they're in mid-attack, and you basically slip and hit them at the same time. So it's simultaneity, right? All right, so moving forward again, over my left shoulder, I'm here, I'm gonna step and slide, step and slide, step and slide, step and slide, all right? Going backwards, same thing. Here, see my foot? Come back here. Here, point my foot, back here. Here, point my foot, back here. Right now, my shoulder is important on this as well. If you think about it, what's actually happening is, every time I slip, I'm pointing my shoulder at my opponent or at the attacker. So if I'm here, when I slip, see my shoulders pointing this way forward now, my right shoulder? Now when I adjust and I move the opposite direction, my left shoulder points. Then my right shoulder, then my left shoulder, then my right shoulder, then my left shoulder. So if you look at my head, look at the distance that gets me offline. Right? My head's over here, now my head's over here. That's easily 18 inches, 24 inches, okay? Once you've got that down, going forward and backwards, then start incorporating your hands. So what I'm gonna do now is, I'm gonna start, and as I slip, I'm gonna throw punches. So what that allows me to do is, as a person's coming at me, or as I'm on the attack, I'm also throwing my hands. Notice that my fist precedes my head coming up. So I'm not doing this, where I come up, and then basically my head comes up, then I throw the punch. I'm here, my hand is preceding my head coming up, to obviously keep my opponent from being able to acquire his target. And that's a little bit about the slip rope.